No, my father hated me too.
Mothers love their children. Fathers make them strong. The boy needs to be made strong.
You taught me that I can't afford to be weak, not when my enemies are stronger.
Mercy is for the weak.
Mercy is for the weak. You taught me that too.
You think my brother Nick is awful?
I just saw what you did back there with all the bodies and the bloodshed, man, left for anybody to find.
Marcel learned from the best.
Reminded me of somebody else's handiwork.
Tell me you didn't do this.
Are you really gonna lecture me about dead witches?
You gotta respond with a show of force. Never waste an opportunity for a show of force.
You're the one who told me I had to use the sign of force.
Another lesson that I learned from you.
I learned that from you.
Guess who I learned it from?
Everything Marcel knows about being a vampire, he learned from Klaus.
Whoever picks up
Whoever picks up this coin
this coin
gets to live forever.
gets to live.
The other one dies.
So you've studied my old tricks.
You raised me.
I, of all people, know whether the parent raising you loves you or loathes you.
We inherit the sins of those who come before us,
They still form who you are.
You taught me everything that I know.
and those sins are passed to the ones who come next,
After all this time, am I not Michael's son?
like your little niece.
She'll learn by example and become a monster herself.
Have you decided how you're going to kill him?
So this is a new parenting style, allowing your daughter to mercilessly torture that boy.
And that would make her someone who vanquishes her enemies.
This hatred, this vengeance.
You're not gonna get the better of Klaus by becoming him.
You look like father.
Don't become your father.
This is your father.
Despite being raised by you people,
You are so like me.
I am nothing like any of you.
I'm not him.
I'm nothing like you.
And I was hoping you would be different, man, but I'm starting now to think that you are just as dangerous as Klaus Michelson.
I am vicious and hateful.
I'm not a monster, Klaus.
She has a hint of the devil in her eyes, just like you. That's all me.
I'm not you.
Ever since you were little, people were terrified of what you could become.
That kid never had a chance.
I know you've been trying to stop this from happening since I was a little girl.
Because they were afraid that you might turn out like your dad.
Klaus will destroy it one way or another.
Good violence is what you need to feel better.
Find your daughter and show her how we dole out discipline in this family.
When you have the perfect father, following in the footsteps of her father. When you've had enough, pick up this coin.
Start on Konami.
You are leading your daughter down a path that will erase her humanity. 1,000 years of emptiness, an endless parade of slaughter.
She deserves something better than what we had. That's all I have ever wanted for her, something better. The bloodshed in your family does not have to be an endless cycle.
I am my father's daughter.
She must not suffer the same fate.
After centuries on this earth, do you really not see that all of your violence
She was supposed to be better than us, Nicholas.
I'm cool with that.
is pointless?
I did not make myself this way. I wasn't born like this. It was Michael who ruined me. Yet there was a time when you knew me. I knew you as your son. To be my son. The one you once called your son. There were moments when all you had to do was be my father.
He gets angry at me.
Even then, you despised me, didn't you? It frightens me. I spent decades trying to make up for what your father did. Perhaps I was always bound to leave you broken. How did I fail?
You really think I'm broken?
Maybe the scars just ran too deep.
You said our father ruined us,
It was half your age the first time my father gave me the staff.
and I can't help but wonder,
I would have torn every muscle rather than let him see me strain.
what if his father ruined him? In my experience, what better life might have awaited you were another man your father? Fathers cause pain. I think I would have liked to have been your son, but a different path was chosen for me.
I think you're afraid to see her.
And I have, for the past 1,000 years, been son of Michael.
I saw this scary monster who looked like my dad.
What if she sees you as a monster and hates you for it?
The horror in your eyes that night when you saw me is burned in my memory.
Dad? Maybe that little girl you miss so much
You've done a fine job with her, and I trust you'll continue to do as such.
would be better off if she never loved you at all.
I'm here. Birthdays, holidays. Where the hell were you?
Can't bother to be a dad. Why are you avoiding her?
And Hope is better off without me.
There were really wonderful parts of my father.
Becoming like me.
If I become more like him,
It would rob you of all that makes you good.
what if I have all the other parts too?
Hope needs her father, Marcel.
I know what it's like to be raised by a monster.
I had Klaus as a father. It didn't turn out so well, did it? Your daughter's better off without him.
My father lived to torment me. I do not wish to be the father I had, nor do I wish to be the father Marcel has come to loathe. It is not my intention to become him.
You don't want her to fall into that cycle of violence.
She's better off without me.
History could repeat itself. And if you're not careful, it will.
Stop using Michael as an excuse to be a bad father.
But you owe it to your daughter to try and change the narrative.
I'm gonna tell you a story. Perhaps it's time for a new story. Before you were born, I was a very different creature.
Michael taught you to kill, Klaus.
But hope.
But you were born to create.
From the moment I saw you, I wanted nothing more than to be worthy of being your father.
I know what you are.
In her story, we are the knights in shining armor.
Strongest in the world. Strong enough to keep all of the bad things away.
I will not do to my child what was done to
I
me.
know it's not in your nature to keep violence out of this house.
We'll protect her innocence for as long as we can.
We may be damaged.
No one protected ours.
My daughter has an advantage Klaus never had. But we are not doomed to repeat our parents' mistakes. She will never, ever know you. The cycle of abuse that Michael began, you can end it. You can break the pattern.
This cycle of misery ends with my child.
So you can be the light for your little girl.
I was never a good father to you. I will do right by you. I failed you.
I failed you.
To my eternal shame.
You didn't fail me.
You didn't let me down.
When I brought you here to scatter your father's remains, you did something I never could.
It's hard to hate the person who made you what you are. You just end up hating yourself.
You released your hate to the wind.
You can't hate someone who you loved for so long.
I should have known you'd grow up to be a better man than I.
I'm gonna do better.
You're willing to let go of someone you love to save innocent people that you'll never even meet.
That power. Still merciful.
I think
Clearly didn't get that from my side of the family.
that you're already better than all of us.
I am so proud of you.
The very best of me is in you.
She is the very best of me.
Yes, she is.